like we had curfews. We weren't allowed outside after 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to have, like, for 2 years, my birthday, I would have one of my daughters I met at the park. We had to sit a metre apart outside. We were only allowed to be sitting if we were eating and drinking. So we had our cups, our takeaway coffee. So we were
Yeah.
drinking a metre apart on the bench. And then I'd go, like, so that would be lunch. And then at for tea, I'd have my other daughter because we were living together at the time. So yeah, that's how I had for 2 years in a row. That was my
Yeah.
birthday. I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to. I wasn't allowed to see
You're
anybody. And
essentially
like,
locked
and my
down for that long.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that was just me with just a birthday. Like, had no big deal. Like all of the other situations, which wasn't only in Victoria, but was worse in Victoria, of people not being able to go to hospitals to visit people, and just
Yeah.
everything. It was
Friends,
awful.
yeah, friend's daughter had a wedding scheduled in Melbourne yeah, and
Yeah.
her husband is American, and yeah, she was a mess because she was meant to be
Oh,
flying out.
shocking.
She was meant to be flying out to the States, and she couldn't get into the States. And then he couldn't get back here, of course, and she
Mm,
couldn't do anything or go anywhere. Everything got cancelled, and it was just
mm.
horrendous. They had to get around things in strange ways. They probably,
Well, because we had the ring of steel, they called it, around where there was the
Ring of
police
Steel.
and the army between Melbourne, like between metro and regional areas. And you had to have, so, and it was very slow. So the few people that could get a permit to get through, um, yeah, it was just really slow because every single person was checked as they went through, and you had to prove that you're allowed. Yeah,
And they had people trying to find their back way through farming land and stuff between
yeah.
South Australia and Victoria and South Australia. Yeah. And I phone
Well, I
contact.
remember one of them I'd been because we'd come out and I was thinking, oh, that's good. I'll be able to get over because, of course, I'm here and a lot of my family's over there.
Yeah.
And anyway, I just happened to be talking to my sister and I said, oh, thank goodness. It looks like, so I was actually at the supermarket because a lot of the time I wasn't allowed to go to the supermarket because you had to have a vaccination certificate to be allowed to go to coffee shops and all sorts of
Oh,
things,
right.
and you had to
Wow.
produce it.
Yeah.